love a summer podcast because there's just a time limit before everybody gets real tired.
They're like, hey, listen, I'm gonna get real sleepy in about a minute.
Yeah.
So, you know, the AC just went off.
And
So we
it's
got
no,
like now we're like
the sands
okay.
are falling through the
There
hourglass.
There should be a podcast where there is like a sand timer on
That'd
the
be
table.
kind of sick.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the last grain of sand goes through, you're like, well, good night.
That's it.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Well.
Everyone drops the microphone.
I love that kind of goodbye. Hey,
Right?
it's
Yeah.
sick.
You're like, you're like,
You don't even say goodbye like as a person.
Yeah. You don't do the thing where the recording goes off and you go, oh, it was really fun.
It was fun.
No, you just
Nope,
drop
just
it
off.
and
Just
walk
dead.
out.
Just dead.
You're like, you'll never see me again.
Never see
Right.
me again. That's a great way to have a show.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like that's what the AC unit kind of is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The second it gets hot, we should just drop.
Yeah.
everything.
yeah.
We do our best.
It takes us 5 days to record.
Yeah.
We're like, we do five
Right.
20-minute chunks. And
Right.
we're like, hey,
We start
good
doing
night.
them at like 6 a.m. How people go jogging really early because it's not too hot yet.
Yeah, right.
Like, all right, we'll just do the podcast at 6 a.m. We'll move forward from there.
Do it right in that window when people are going to sleep and some people are getting up for work.
Yeah.
When you start tweeting and then people in England start liking your tweets and you're like, oh shit, it's too late.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, or early, whatever it is.
Right.
I'm wrong.
Whatever it is, it's the wrong time.
Yeah. If people in
Yes.
England like what I'm doing, I've made a mistake.
Right. You know what I love about podcasts, especially when only one person has the headphones, is I really see how insecure I am because I'm like, what are you listening to?
Oh yeah.
I know you're hearing
You
me
know he's listening to
and
music.
yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's like baby driver of podcasts.
Right.
He's gonna listen to
Yeah.
music at all times.
I just have the first Mario level music playing. Just and I'm like, yeah, man, this is like It's like-
Ooh, that was good ring noises.
Yeah.
Or coin noises.
yeah.
Sonic does rings.
It's very funny that I'm like, I gotta wear the headphones to check the levels, and then I'm just like, I don't really know.
Yeah,
What are the levels supposed to be?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll figure it all out on my computer later. That's
Yeah.
really what the deal is.
Do you think Sonic's polygamous? That's what all those rings are for? He's accepting
Oh,
marriage every time?
Like he's a member
yeah.
of the Church of Jesus Christ of
Latter-day
Latter-day
Saints,
Saints.
yeah.
But it's so many rings.
It's so many
so
rings.
many rings.
It really is.
He's in hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Of
marriages.
committed-
I think it's potential.
That's nice.
So he's collecting them in case
Oh,
he has this many wives. So he has
like-
a backlog.
like the way Drake collects
Birkin
Birkin
bag. I was
bags for his
literally gonna
girls.
make the same joke. Do you know about that?
No, not
Drake
really.
has like dozens of those Hermes Birkin bags
for his future wife.
for his future wife, and they're like 20 grand each.
That's so
Dude, like-
unromantic. It's crazy.
Right?
It's
Like
so
whoever it is.
unpersonable.
Whoever
yeah,
it is, I don't
whatever
know.
bitch comes through.
Like,
It's like, just admit they're for you, dog.
yeah.
You walk around the house.
Or
it's
just
fine.
just admit that you're doing it in the same way that people buy art. You're like, oh, this is like basically money laundering,
Right.
or
Yeah.
Right.
or I'm buying them so that they then gain value and I can sell them later.
I really hope the bottom on Birkin bags just falls out.
Oh.
And Drake just has like
60. I hope there's stuff with Beanie Babies. I hope
Yeah.
there's
yeah.
Beanie Babies and Pokemon cards.
Dude.
Him and his wife are going to be in court in 15 years trying to divide them up. Like,
Right.
no, there's no money in it.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Although I guess Pokemon cards are actually going up in value.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine
Nerds win again.
imagine you're dating Drake
Yes.
and you don't.
He loves me and he has money.
And you're like, okay, what about one of them Birkin bags? And he's like, I don't.
It was just for the content.
Yeah, there is somewhere.
was-
They're in my other house, somewhere else.
It's just like MTV Cribs. They just gave him those Birkin bags for the
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
day. He had to
God.
explain it. He's
Dude.
like, yeah,
This is.
I'm just collecting Birkin bags for my future wife, dog.
Dude, watching like, bless you. I watched the MTV Cribs like recently, and I was just like, not only is this like, disgusting on a level where you're like, oh, this is all about money. I'm like, this is just a poorly made television show.
Yeah.
This is really ugly to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really amazing looking back at all the shows that like we could make on a phone now.
Dude, yeah.
Like it's
You just send them.
you just send it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
They don't light the rooms. It's just a camera, clamp light, move around,
Right.
done.
That disgusting like fluorescent light on top.
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
like
The cops light. Where you're like, fucking
Right.
Christ.
Just
like,
like one
come
of
on,
these
man.
lights
Yeah.
on top of a fucking DSLR.
Yep.
And you're like, all right, yeah, cool. I got a fucking cool pick 6.
Charlize Theron's like, anyway, so yeah, this is my refrigerator.
Just everybody looks sweaty.
Yeah.
One of the only positives, I guess, that is just because I think about it sometimes and I laugh, was Soulja Boy he was riding around on a Segway in his own house,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, yeah, I like doing this because I don't like to poor people walk, and he just meant walk on his feet. He just meant walk.
I love that sounds like it could be a Soulja Boy song.
Yeah.
Poor people walk. Poor people walk.
And then somehow he made $15 million off of ringtones from that song, and you're like,
How?
How did you make money off of ringtones? You go, and
I was the first nigga to make ringtones.
and
I was the first rapper to make ringtones.
Yeah, dude.
And you're
Him and Crazy Frog, only people to make money.
Soulja Boy and Crazy Frog.
every year they just meet up at dinner and laugh. Soulja Boy and Crazy Frog, they're just like,
Just pouring champagne down the toilet.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
They do the what's the Soulja Boy? Is it the Turn My Swag On video where he pours a bunch of diamonds into a bowl and then pours milk on them to eat them like cereal? It's like insane.
Man,
I know way too much about Soulja Boy, or some would say not enough.
No, I think
Someone
most
say
people
not
don't know enough.
I think most
Yeah.
people don't know enough.
Yeah,
He's
Okay.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, I was working in a kitchen when Crank Dat came out, and we would just listen to the radio.
How old are you?
34.
Okay.
So I was like 18.
Okay.
Like it was like the summer after high school.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like a dishwasher. Like
Right.
yeah.
Right. I was very much still in high school. Then,
Oh,
so
sick. Yeah. Well, now
That
I'm old as fuck.
No, that explains. I was 14, 15.
Okay. Yeah. So I was like working, and I remember it was like the summer that it came out, and I worked an 8-hour shift, and the radio station played it. I count 10 times
Wow.
in an 8-hour
Jesus.
shift. They played it, and I was like,
Not enough.
and I was
It's
like,
not.
it was one of those things where at first I was like, hey, this song's cool, whatever. And then they played it like the fourth time it played, I was like, this is like one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my entire life, just because I've heard it so much. And then by the time I got to like 9, I was like, I think this is art. The amount of time that they're doing some like weird like Marina Abramovich performance
Yeah,
art
right,
that I don't even
right.
understand at that age.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, man. And then in reality, they're like, oh, people are in their car for 25 minutes at a time at most, and no one's gonna know that we play it 10 times a day.
Right.
It's like that. It's like that joke. Maybe it's the same joke you're thinking of, performance art thing, where the dude is like, he's like describing just being lost at sea or some shit, and he's just like, yeah, we went out and we hunted whale, we captured a whale, and you know, the first night after that, we ate whale. Then the next night we ate whale.
Yeah.
Then the next night we ate whale. Then the next night we ate whale. And he just keeps going and going
You're like,
till it hits a dip where everybody's like, all right, dog, we get it.
Yeah.
And then by like the
Yeah.
30th time,
Yeah.
it's the funniest thing you've ever heard.
Gets you again.
It's art.
That's like a thing where I one of my favorite comedy albums of all time. It's called Hot February Night, and it's an album of Neil Hamburger opening for Tenacious D
Wow.
at Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a thing where you watch someone, you listen. I mean, there might be video, but you hear someone bomb so hard that then, and like on purpose, because it's Neil Hamburger and he's like attacking the crowd, that he's bombing so hard on purpose that then the crowd gets on his side and is like they're like with him, and then he loses them again, and then he gets them again, and it's like it's insane because he keeps doing this thing. He goes, "All right, here they are, the people you paid to see, Tenacious D's road crew." And then he's just like, "There's Johnny's, the guitars." And it's like just
Introducing them as good.
dude, just fucking with people. And then he does this fucking this joke about Courtney Love for like, I think like 6 minutes. Like it's so, and then because he just isn't getting enough, because he basically does like knock jokes.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
But
all
he's
it
not
is.
getting a sufficient to him response from the crowd.
Right.
So he just keeps asking the question over and over again, and then ends the set so flaccidly. And it's just like, because he keeps going, why won't Courtney Love be bringing any cranberry sauce to Christmas dinner? And then he just keeps asking it, and he asks it so many times that the crowd is then chanting. They go like, cranberry sauce when he gets, and he asks it so many times, and then he just goes, because she'll be dead by Thanksgiving. And then just like leaves, and that's his closer.
That's the punchline.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
What? Yeah. And you're just like, all right.
It's like if a mean child wrote jokes.
Dude,
Right.
I've showed you that DVD I have.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things of all time.
He shot a special at a
Uh-huh.
Greyhound racing track in the middle of Arizona, and only like half the people there knew what was happening.
I think that's
Wow.
generous.
Yeah, I mean, because there's like some like Neil Hamburger fans who were like early 2000s comedy dorks, and then just like a bunch of degenerate gamblers,
Yeah.
like smoking cigs inside, being like Neil Pancake, like they don't even know what the guy's name
And not
is.
even, and the thing that I think that one, because you explained it to me and then I watched it, I'm like, oh, I was envisioning like a shitty room at a racetrack. It's just like
The
if you
bar.
walk
The
to a
like the
casino
lobby.
and you're like, oh, there they are. There's a stage
Yeah.
right there.
Oh,
Literally just
wow.
like in the corner of the bar.
I love that.
It's like
I love that
it's
because there are so few specials that capture what it's like to start comedy.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's- Like, there's no way you can capture that experience. It's just like,
Yeah.
hey, nobody is asking for this, and you're
Dude.
just gonna push through for 10 years.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be.
So many.
I'm gonna
Even now, people like I'll have friends that'll be like, I want to come see you at some show in New York, and I go like, maybe in like 3 months when there's like
Yeah.
one like worth. There's like there's no shit, whatever. Not to be rude to people who book me on shows, but thank you. But they don't listen. But just be like, hey man, there's shows that you like do. And then there's shows that you like could invite people to, and those are
Oh,
two
yeah.
different worlds of shows.
Don't you hate when somebody just shows up unsolicited?
It's rude. and
It's
you're like, what are we doing
disrespectful.
here?
It's
Yeah.
like, hey man, this is a private moment.
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted about
between
it.
me
Right.
and these 9 people.
Right.
They don't understand. It's like, no. I'm sharing the story of the flyer, not because I want people to come, but that other people that book shows see that I'm doing shows and they should book me for their show.
Yeah.
Right. And I want the person who booked me for this show, even though it's shitty, to book me again.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's something to do.
It's something to do.
It feels like I'm progressing,
Right.
God.
or at
dare
least
you.
maintaining.
Yeah. Maintain. I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels like an active, like I'm doing active harm to myself at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Like that.
some of them.
Some of them. That's the thing.
for
Yeah.
sure.
We're like, I left the house to go get my feelings hurt. That
Yeah.
sucks.
yeah, you're
Right. I could have just watched old videos of me doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I could have done. I get my feelings hurt at home all the time, and I don't have to pay for.
That's true,
The
you
train,
fucking
right.
bitch.
See, this is how I'm treated here.
That was
Guys,
nice.
Yeah, I can sit in a chair in my apartment and eat a little bit of fruit. I'd be better.
Yeah,
Be a
yeah.
better day.
Yeah.
I can watch a movie I like, or
Right.
don't. Ever
I
watch?
could stare at the ceiling.
Yeah,
I do that
Ooh,
frequently.
That's nice.
So nice.
It's a wonderful time. Just love it.
What do you? Okay. What's your going to bed routine?
Oh.
This is because I've been thinking about mine recently, so I'm interested about yours.
My going to bed routine.
Yeah, like TV on, TV off, music, white noise.
I wish I could tell you I had one.
Okay.
It really depends. I think because when I travel a lot, it's just different every time.
Sure.
Every time I get home, there are times when I'm just like I'm beat and I'm in bed at 10:30, but it's not because I made that choice.
Yeah.
It's because I physically could not have done anything else.
Okay. Yeah.
But every other time, it's like, oh, I've been away from all my stuff. Let me just like let me do all my stuff. That
Yeah.
I do.
Oh yeah.
So let me just turn the computer on and play FIFA until 3 or 4 in the morning, just because I haven't done it in a couple days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just so just to get that home experience. And then 5 a.m. rolls around, I get in bed, I pick up a book,
Yeah.
and attempt to read it because I know that's gonna put me to sleep faster than anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can imagine.
Yeah. I have to actively not read in bed because I'm like, even if I don't fall asleep, I'm not going to retain any of this
Yeah.
because I'm going to be too comfortable.
Yeah, I have a book I read during the day, and then I have a book I try to read at night.
You got a night book.
I got a night.
You got a day book and a
Yeah,
night
I
book.
got a day book and a night book.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I got some in between books.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh shit! Snack books.
snack books.
Little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Eat once a day. Read 5 different parts of
Yeah.
different
God.
book parts.
That's me. I just stand in the doorway and read Think and Grow Rich or something. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, any kind of like
Just all the
self-help.
I would just read all the toxic books.
Yeah.
I walk out of my room to use the
I
bathroom.
stand in the middle of the kitchen so all my roommates know I'm getting real toxic.
Right. I just stand over the sink and read 48 Laws of Power.
yeah. Those are the 12 Rules of Life or whatever the Jordan Peterson one is.
Right.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, clean your room. All right.
Clean your room.
Yeah. That's the thing. Where I'm like,
Boys,
Sad Kermit.
Boys, remember to clean your room.
Your room.
where like every other piece of advice he has ever given is bad. But to tell boys to clean their room, I'm like, yeah, sure,
bro.
yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. But
You shouldn't have made any money off of this.
no,
though.
that's the thing. No, he's
I
not
feel
like he's not like a genius to be like, you should make your bed. Like, yeah, it looks nice.
I feel like he only did that because he hadn't hit his like write twice a day quota.
yeah.
It's like I'm on broken clock time, but I can't really,
Yeah.
I can't really say I'm a broken clock if I'm only right once today.
yeah. Fuck yeah, because it's like, oh, okay, yeah, or his publisher's like, book looks a little thin.
Yeah.
And they're like, can you add
11 rules.
5,000 more words?
What if we told him to clean the room?
And you're like, and what? And he goes, that's it. And he goes,
That's it.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
You're like, that's not bad.
You wanna elaborate? No.
Yeah. Was I'm gonna brush their teeth and eat their vegetables? I don't know what else. Like,
Are the vegetables in their room?
Are they having their night vegetables?
Are you having your night vegetables and your day vegetables?
Yeah, I walk out to use the bathroom, and Mike is just in an ill-fitting suit, going back and forth reading that book. I'm like, oh, it's
Dude.
2 a.m, buddy. Get the
Hey,
rest.
well,
Right.
Listen, you gotta have a bedtime routine,
That's true.
and that's mine. I put on my suit and I read JP.
That's nice.
I slowly indoctrinate myself.
Yeah.
Little by little.
Little by little.
I'm just
Gave
sitting
herself
there
a-
getting mad about some woman being on the cover of Sports Illustrated or whatever he was mad about.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that shit was like not hot enough for him or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugly
that's so.
bitch.
It's such a funny thing to me when dudes get mad at like, well, she's not hot,
Yeah.
and she's making money, and she's working.
Yeah.
She gets to live.
Yeah. And you're like, okay.
Well, I don't know what the fuck the world is coming to. If people that are ugly get to live now.
It really shows how much people think they're the center of the universe and how important their opinions are.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't you, like, I don't know about, like, why don't you just assume people are different all the time? Like, anytime I'm dumb, so I always think I'm wrong.
And that's
So
true.
whenever I have an opinion, I, like, think about it for a while before I say anything. And then if I'm wrong, I'm like, oh, okay, I was wrong. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's so funny to put on a suit and then be like, that's not what I jack off to. Because that's basically what he's saying.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is not the thing that I jack off to.
Right.
Good night. I am one of the world's most preeminent thinkers, apparently.
And I only jack off to hotties.
Yeah. Women that
Big-
look like my daughter.
I only jack off to big tittied hotties.
Thin-waisted women.
Big booty Latinas.
He starts naming old porn sites.
xnxx.com.
Right. I only jack off to strumpettube.com.
Ugh. What a
Bro.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I do like, I mean, it's not from like Jordan Peterson, but there's like people that I think are like, you know, cool or like intelligent or have some kind of like mystery to them. And then
Yeah.
I'll see them like on Instagram liking the same thirst traps that like I'm falling into. And I'm like, you're no better than me.
Right.
You're not fucking better than me at all.
We
It's
really
like
are
me.
all the
We are-
same.
we
That's
all-
how you know they're human. you
Yeah,
know?
Yeah.
we all pray to the same God.
Yeah, right. It's the pratfall effect, baby.
Dude,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to see him stumble.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah. Makes you feel good. Makes
Not-
you feel human.
Not
Alive.
Me. Not me. I'm like, I need everyone to be perfect. Just sitting there. Anytime anyone makes a mistake, I start freaking out.
I only jack off to people expanding the Supreme Court.
Yeah. Yeah. I just
Which
like
is a bullshit.
I just log on to Pornhub and I'm like like getting rid of the filibuster.
Right.
And I'm like, yes, got it. I'm kind of this podcast is mostly just to say I'm a good guy.
We know that this is mostly to combat the future allegations against Mike
Okay, well let's not say
Yeah.
that.
about how much of a good guy he
So,
is.
yeah. The allegations that I'm too good of a guy.
Too good.
I heard that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to
Yeah.
bring you down a little
I
bit.
heard, yeah, there's a big case building up.
Yeah.
For you being a good guy.
Yeah. Fuck.
Big guy versus Mike.
yeah. Yeah, they go like, oh, you can only have a weird prickly exterior for so long,
Right.
before everyone knows that you're nice. And I go like, shut the fuck up.
Wait a minute, you're too rude to everyone. You must be nice.
You said big guy. I went to like a corporation that sells like guys.
Oh, guy, yeah, big guy.
Yeah, you're under the thumb of big guy.
In the pocket of big guy.
In the pocket of big guy.
You look at a party and there's no women there, and you're like, must have been sponsored by Big Guy.
They must have been of the allegiance of big guy corporations.
Mm-hmm.
You have trouble sleeping?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Big insomniac.
Ooh.
David
yeah.
Tell style.
David Tell vibes, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to stay up watching David Tell,
Yeah.
Insomniac.
It's that show.
Yeah, it's fucked up. My sleep schedule's bad. I feel like a pain right here,
Oh, that's good.
right now.
Oh, that's bad.
Under your floating rib area?
Right in the floating rib area. Yeah, and I'm like, shouldn't be feeling that.
Mm-mm.
No.
And nothing has happened. You didn't
Nothing
take
happened.
a fall or
No,
just pain out of nowhere.
I stood up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is kind of the fun part about getting into your 30s, where
Yeah.
I reached for a cashier was gonna hand me my change, and I just reached too fast, and just like the smallest muscle in my back was like, "No, you don't," and I was like,
Uh-huh.
and I like immediately made a face. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Dude, I fucked up my neck. I slept all night, got out of bed, came down here, and then was literally just like kind of laying on the couch watching TV. And when I with him like in the morning, I probably watched one episode of television, and then I got up and I was like, "Cool, just can't turn to the left now."
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm like, if I want to like look to the left, I just have to be like,
You had to do Michael Keaton style on Batman.
yeah,
Yeah. I have days where that'll happen, and I don't know what did it.
Oh,
I feel like
yeah.
I have like a week afterward where I'm just like being very careful about how I sleep,
Oh yeah.
and then I think the overcompensating just fucks up the other side.
Oh, yeah, that makes
'Cause
sense.
you're,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you're getting all tight. And
Yeah.
One time I hurt. I picked up a table that had a glass, like top to it that slid in. Like you'd like slide the glass in this way, so you couldn't lift it, but it would slide in. And I picked the table up this way, and the glasses went straight down and like landed on my big toe.
Oh.
The day of a jiu-jitsu tournament, nonetheless.
good.
Oh man.
And then so I couldn't walk on the foot very well, but I was still working at the restaurant as a server.
Yeah.
So I was putting all my weight on my other foot,
Fuck
and
you.
then that knee started hurting really bad.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And it was like, this is great. What an
Yeah.
awesome way to live.
This is a good design.
I can't wait to not be able to take a day off from my serving shift.
Yeah,
I'm poor.
Yeah. People are made wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
subjectively made wrong.
I'll sell this. God, if you're listening, I don't think this design's so intelligent. I'll tell you that.
Oh.
Maybe a redo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
whatever.
even when I walked in the door, I like vividly thought, like when we hugged, I was just like, I know you're a fit man, but you're still flat.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, everybody's just flat.
Yeah.
We just vertical and flat.
Upright.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
it's weird. We're
We
not
should be on
supposed to
our-
be like
all
this.
fours.
Yeah.
Stay low.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should do that? Return?
I think we should return.
Interesting.
Start being like one of those white TikTok girls who just crawl around everywhere.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
hate that shit.
Oh, like what? Like the horse girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of those people.
Yeah.
Man.
Is
Yeah,
that like
yeah.
a whole movement?
I'm
A
so
little bit.
I'm so glad I'm not on TikTok.
I mean, I see it on like fitness at YouTube. But
Oh,
there's, like,
it's like a bit, like they're showing it you.
they're
to
showing you how
as a
stupid
joke.
these people are.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But it's like, yeah, there's some like because like bear crawling is like a good exercise.
Yeah.
yeah,
But then people are like, "Oh, this is much speed at all
This is
times." Like you're being a fucking idiot.
Right. This is not how to walk.
No.
Is that like a offshoot of like the Spartan race thing or no?
I mean,
Because
it's
they gotta
not
crawl.
not.
They gotta crawl under some dumb.
You
bullshit
gotta crawl
there,
under
right?
some stupid shit in that, but
Yeah.
it's that those people, the same people that like primal, and you have to go back to caveman dieting and all
Oh,
that
dude, the
shit.
guy
Just going
that-
back and back and back and
yeah.
back.
The guy that I
Just
became
eat elk meat.
Yeah,
Just
just shit
raw
like that.
elk meat.
Yeah.
There's the guy I became obsessed with. Remember when we were in Miami? I kept showing you his videos. The guy who was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like some guy who's a doctor who was like, he like lives in Costa Rica now, and he's like, the water here is clean. I don't have to use toothpaste. I don't have to use soap or shampoo. I don't have to use water. He's like, my body just regulates all of it because I have a good diet and I exercise and blah blah blah. I was like, you probably fucking stink. He eats raw meat. He just
Yeah.
eats raw meat. And he's like, I just brush my teeth with a toothbrush. I don't
Like,
have to
ugh, bro, you
use.
smell like feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
His
smell
whole
like
body
one
smells like
foot.
feet, except for his feet that smell like dick and balls.
yeah. Your feet smell like actual shit.
Yeah.
I love watching people just like guess. Just guess
Yeah, yeah.
about medical shit.
Just shoot. Fuck it.
I remember in college, I found out my roommate had used my toothbrush, and he was a complete idiot about it. He did it a couple times. I got a new toothbrush, and then he used that toothbrush. And I was
Jesus
just like,
Christ.
hey, man, are you doing it on
That's
purpose?
unbelievably intimate.
This is insane. And I confronted him about it the second time. I was just like, hey, man, that's your toothbrush now.
Yeah,
we're not doing this. That was my toothbrush.
Yeah, it's an
But-
interesting way of stealing you're doing.
Yeah, just being very weird about it. And he realized it was my toothbrush, took a moment and goes, hey, man, the toothpaste disinfects it. It's fine. It's like,
It's not.
who told you that?
It's not disinfectant.
Who told you that? Who gave you that information?
Where did you get that from?
I want to know that. Cite your sources.
Sit down. Let's make some phone calls.
Let's just open a book
That's
anywhere.
Unreal.
It's
May I ask?
yes.
What kind of guy was he?
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad guy.
Yeah.
Bad guy. Yeah. He bad company.
Insane.
I had a friend, buddy of mine. I still talk to him. He's a nice guy. Smarter now than he was at the time of this story. He had sex with a woman. He didn't wear a condom. And then he was like, I got it. I can't tell if he was, you know the story? I couldn't tell if he was joking or not, but after he goes, oh, just in case, so I didn't catch anything, he dipped his whole penis into a cup of mouthwash. Because he was like, it'll kind of disinfect and kill anything that could be on it.
That's your cup now.
Oh, no. It was like at his house. Yeah.
It's so funny to just dip your penis into the bottle of Listerine instead of just pouring some on your penis.
And
I was just like, it was one of those things that was so stupid that I was like, huh.
You're almost like, wait, am I wrong?
It's like, how can you prove that it worked? You know? If you did,
but then
it's all
anecdotal. But then he goes like, how can you prove it didn't?
Exactly. It's like he has to get something.
Yeah. That's what's wrong. That's what those kind of people are ruining the world.
Yeah.
The people that are like, hey, how come?
How do you know that? And you're like, I'll beat you to death.
How about this?
Right.
It's not. No doctor has ever been like, stick your dick in a bunch of Listerine.
But no doctors told me not to.
Yeah. 4 to 5 dents are like, hey, man, don't put your cock in the bottle of Listerine.
He gets a blowjob later that night, and she's like, did you brush your penis?
Did you not?
Yeah, did you
Why
not?
is this so minty?
Yeah.
This blowjob's hurting my canker sores.
I just this isn't exactly a 1-to-1 thing, but I like when people have to rationalize how stupid other people are. Like my old roommate, she had a boyfriend who was no joke, top 5 dumbest people I've ever met in my entire life. Dumb as rocks. Nice enough guy, whatever.
Sure.
Just like a fucking
Nice enough is always the meanest
That's
thing.
the thing.
So shitty.
Yeah, because I was also so dumb he couldn't be that nice.
Right.
Yeah,
He was just kind of like a rock.
It's an emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
To be
Right.
kind.
But she tried to be like, oh, she told me this was a genius move, and I was like, I don't fucking listen.
Putting a turn signal on?
No, I swear to God. She goes, sometimes he would eat cereal. You know, I
Right.
think we all do.
Same.
And then she'd be like, he wouldn't want to, there'd be some left in the bowl with milk, and you don't want to just throw milk into the garbage bag because then you have leaky milk. So he would pour it into the toilet. And then she was like, this is a genius move. And I was like, I think you're using that word quite liberally because you love the guy.
I think you're really underestimating the capacity of the sink.
The sink is right there.
Yeah. Oh, and because you don't want to have flakes in the drain of the
Just
sink.
drink it.
Here's
First
the thing.
of all.
Just fucking how hard is it to finish a bowl of cereal?
Right.
You poured it.
Be a man.
Yeah,
Grow up.
bro.
Imagine going to someone's house and be like, I'm going to use your restroom. You're like, okay. And you walk into the toilet, you turn the light on, and you lift
a
the
bunch
toilet,
of-
and you're like, what's this frosted flakes
There's
all
a
over
bunch
this?
of fucking frosted
You got to
flakes.
chew your food better, dude.
It's like, hey man, why is your toilet cloudy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
And
Ugh.
just being like, man, some people just need a partner.
Yeah.
And they go he's a genius because he puts his old wet cereal into the toilet.
He skips the whole middleman of having it go through your body.
He doesn't even have
There you go.
That's how smart he is. He just
goes, it's gonna be in
food directly into the toilet.
He goes,
It's
gonna
going there anyway.
Why not?
truly.
See, that's the problem with
time-saving.
society now is all this bureaucracy. It's got to go through your body first.
Yeah.
You telling me my food has to go through my body first? Let me
Oh.
just shit it straight into the fucking thing.
I'll make the noises.
Like,
Because
he's sarcastic about it. He's like, okay. You happy?
He takes toilet paper and wipes below the bowl. There you go.
Like he works at a restaurant trying to make it look
Yeah. Like it's going through the past.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's how
God.
I would try to get out of school when I was a kid. But I would go in the kitchen in the morning and I would take a bunch of pretzels and I would chew them up and then I would spit them into the toilet and I'd be like, "Look, I threw up," and because it kind of looked like throw up enough. And then my mom would be like, "That's a bunch of pretzels," and I'd be like, "No, no,
It's
it's
a dry pretzel.
yeah. I got a bunch of mustard in the corner of my mouth."
You do my
See, you're not really about it. I would just throw up.
Wow.
I was committed.
Damn. Yeah.
I remember the day I discovered that like throwing up makes you feel better.
Oh.
I was devastated. I tried to look sick so bad. I woke up one morning and I did throw up like right onto the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom came in and was like, "Time for school." I was like, "No, I can't. I feel so good right now, but I can't.
Yeah, I can't.
I can't.
So
Sorry."
why are you smiling? I'm so
It's
sick.
just- I was so sick. And I was like spitting on the floor to make it look like I
Hey,
just
we have
do it.
carpet. Stop.
Just like, please stop.
Dude, that was the thing too. Where I tell people about this and they get concerned.
Sure. I think there's a
Sometimes-
lot of things you say.
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
but mostly because I mostly did this. There was like I would say when I was like 19 and 20, I thought it was funny to throw up because I watched a lot of Jackass and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I'd be hanging out with my friends and then I'd just like go away for a second and like shove my fingers down my throat and then just like throw up, and then they'd be like, "What?"
Right?
And I'd be like, "I don't know, man. I ate too much food and I just thought it'd be funny if I threw up in front of you guys." And they're like, "All right." Didn't even get like any positive reinforcement
Yeah.
or anything. And they're just like, "Well, you know that's weird." And I'd be like, "No." And then now I'm like, "That's really weird."
You're just like fully bulimic, and you're just like, look, isn't it hilarious how thin I am?
Dude,
Isn't this funny?
Hilarious.
I wish I had the moral constitution to be bulimic. But I'm like, because now I'm like, man, I bought that food.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, I paid a guy on Grubhub to bring me the sandwich. I'm not gonna throw it up now.
Yeah, just
That's
put
rude
all
to
his
you
work.
and him.
Exactly.
Yeah, put all his good work to waste.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I could have just put some cereal directly in the toilet instead if I wanted to do this.
Yeah. See, that's
That's-
why you got to start stealing food.
Dude, I mean,
There you go. You steal the food. You eat the food. You throw some of it in the toilet, and then you throw up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, I try to steal food, but they're kind of onto us.
Yeah, we can't. We stopped.
Oh yeah.
We live, really close to a grocery store, and they're onto us a bit.
Oh yeah. See, you got to go far away.
Yeah.
Dude,
I used to steal from the Ralphs in Glendale.
Oh,
when I lived
That's
in LA.
really far.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go all the way
I would
there.
bring it back here.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
You
was fucked
fly to
up.
California.
You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
but they got really good roast chicken, so.
Mhm.
Make it
Mhm.
worth it. You make it worth it.
Yep.
Yeah, you get in the red because of the flight, but
Free chicken.
free
Free
chicken.
chicken.
That's a free roast
Free
chicken right there.
It's a good time.
You got to
also.
check the bag though. You got to
Ah,
Yeah.
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 You can't
Yeah.
carry on roast chicken.
check that bag. Yeah.
One of those emotional support dogs will attack you.
Mm-hmm.
I am always like so shocked. I mean, at people who like bring a full meal onto a flight.
That's yeah.
I'm
It's like, how did you get it on?
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, did you spend $25 to get a fucking like Chick-fil-A combo meal inside the airport, and then
Mhm.
you don't have enough time to eat it before? It takes a long time to board a plane.
You know what? I've done that like on a connecting flight.
Yeah.
So
So
fuck you, man.
yeah, actually, fuck me then. I
Fuck
guess.
you.
I'm just mad because they don't give you food on planes anymore.
Yeah, it's really weird, man.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like I have to plan for the whole day
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like if you're like flying from LA to New York where it's a longer flight and the time
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
It's like I'm spending 3 meals on this plane
Yeah.
and I'm just getting some Biscoff cookies.
Yeah.
A lot of Biscoff cookies.
Which I
That's why I do boxes of Uncrustables with me on flights now.
Oh yeah.
It's a box of Uncrustables.
I just have mad Cliff Bars in my bag.
Yeah.
Cliff
Can
Bars
you
are
really not
sick.
Can you really not crust them?
I can't
they're-
crust them now.
they're
I bring my own crust on the side.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They're just like fully uncrustable.
They're uncrustable. You can't do it.
Okay.
They cannot
Yeah.
be crusted.
You try to put them together and they slide off.
Interesting. Okay.
I paint
false.
the sides brown.
Okay.
Paint
so
a little
give
darker
the
brown,
illusion.
and it makes me feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, right.
You-
Right.
And it's a win-win.
You toast
Okay.
it over a fire like a s'more. So you just get the edges brown,
Yeah, it's
and then
nice.
the middle is still nice and soft.
And they're like, sir, you can't start a fire on the plane. And I'm like,
You go,
oh,
all of us. Oh, Joe Biden strikes
sleepy
again.
Joe Biden took it away from us.
Every American has a right to an Uncrustable. Every single American has the right to crust their sandwiches.
And Kamal's like, I think a sandwich is a sandwich, and we need to remember that the sandwich is, because if it's not, then we worried about the sandwich, and it's a sandwich.
And then you're like,
if it's not a sandwich, then what are we doing with the sandwich?
If it's not a sandwich, then what are you supposed to do with it? If it's not a sandwich, then what is an American?
dude, Joe Biden talks like when you stay at a party too late.
Yeah,
And everyone's really
you're
drunk,
like a little bit
and you're-
sleepy.
and and everyone's drunk enough that they like really want to talk to you about something, and then you're like, just say it, just fucking say it already.
Right. I love the way he will like slowly build into like a fascist thing from like he's like, I believe we should all have public transportation. I love trains. Every American has a right to a train. Every American has a right to their own personal train. Every American, personal train with leather seats, air conditioning, little windows. You can open. You can park it in your own parking garage at your home.
And then you're like, and it's made by the Ford company.
By the Ford company. Proceeds go to Hitler. Not to Germany.
No.
It's like, hey, Joe, come back.
Joe, come on,
back.
You had it.
You had it. You were almost there.
We took the Amtrak down to DC.
Dude, Amtrak rocks.
And we took that, it's on that line, the Wilmington, Delaware to DC line, and I go like, I get why he liked this.
Yeah.
I understand why he liked the Amtrak. It's nice.
It's a good train.
It's a nice train.
It's a good train. It's a relaxing time.
You get to hang out in the dining car.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word you got to be.
Mm-hmm.
You get a table, you can arm wrestle if you want.
Yeah.
Play tic-tac-toe, play chess.
Yeah. I love that. I
Great.
love that.
We do bananagrams.
Bananagrams.
Bananagram. I haven't played bananagrams in so long.
I don't think I've ever played bananagram. What is it?
It's like a word game. You'd hate it.
Ugh. I got a word game. Fuck you.
I think
You know what? I agree.
Yeah.
It's like Scrabble without the board.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Pretty much.
Never played Scrabble for real.
What if you
Yeah.
started like a high stakes dominoes tournament on an Amtrak train?
That'd be fun.
That's just being Dominican.
Yeah.
But on the
what if
train.
you yeah, that's my question. What if you were just Dominican on the train? What if you
I think we're like, what? How did they get on the train? Are they lost?
winner gets a brand new wet washcloth
And you're like,
put on top of their head in the
it's
summertime.
already wet.
And you're like, that's nice actually.
Sounds
I love
pretty
that.
wet.
That's
I love
dude,
that.
that's the move too. It really is good.
It's
I'm
really
gonna
good.
start doing it.
I think we're going to start doing this.
Are we gonna do this?
We're gonna do this.
Oh, okay.
Hey, welcome to the energy drink corner.
Wow.
How are you? Nice
Oh.
to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that time of day.
We
it is
do
that time.
We do an
Let's
energy
go.
drink
We
corner.
snuck up.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know this. I just grabbed the most random looking one in the fridge. I haven't even seen this one.
What is that?
I don't know where we got it from. Have you done this before?
I know. I've never seen that one in my life.
You ever seen this before in your life?
No,
No.
that doesn't even look like an energy.
It looks like a hard seltzer. I keep being like, don't make me drink alcohol.
It looks like something in an apothecary.
I was gonna say the exact same word.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
We're so handsome and smart.
Yeah, it looks like if the monorail salesman from the
yeah.
sold energy drinks.
Yeah, it looks like if the mean one from Girls started a company.
Right.
This is Sunshine.
Which one's
Good.
the mean one from Girls?
The one who's in Get Out.
Allison Williams.
Sure. This is called Sunshine. Good energy. It's blueberry lemonade, which I like that sound.
Okay.
I like the sound of that.
That ain't so bad.
Okay.
I'm in my Arnold Palmer era right now, which is summer. It's got B12 and electrolytes. It's from the Ball Company. Well, the can is.
Oh, the can. Oh, thank God, the can was made by the Ball Company.
70 milligrams of caffeine. That sucks.
That's
Not enough.
nothing.
Nowhere near enough. I
That's
need 4
nothing.
times that. Naturally sweetened. No artificial flavors. A bubbly harmony of flavor, function, and feeling. Flavor with other natural flavors.
Now, when it says blueberry lemonade, because I always wonder what people mean when they say like raspberry lemonade, pink lemonade, blueberry. Does that just mean it's blue and it hurts?
I think so. Blueberry, I don't think is a strong enough flavor a lot of times to be like. You're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna be able to tell there's blueberry in this lemonade.
Yeah.
I think you're going nuts. I think you're crazy for that one. First of all, look at the color.
First of all,
It's a beautiful pink.
mm-hmm.
It smells very good. I'll give it that right away.
Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. I feel a little apprehension.
There you are, sir.
Oh, it's for me.
That's for you. Of course, it's for you. I love you. There you go. That's for Mike.
See, this looks blueberry.
Does look
Hey,
blueberry.
cheers, everyone. Okay, you give me your. I didn't sip it yet. You give me your thoughts.
Huh. It's very blueberry.
Oh, mister, I don't think you'll be able to taste any blue.
Shut up. I got him in the penis.
God damn it. No, you got me in my nut.
Yeah, I got you in between the
Oh,
nuts.
man.
I feel like I pushed the nuts to make them roll
You,
inward.
you like tomahawk chopped in between my nuts.
That's quite. I don't
No,
like it.
What? This is good, dude.
I don't.
No, I think you're nuts. I think it kind of tastes like that. Fuck, my balls really hurt now. That main root blueberry soda.
No.
Interesting.
That shit's delicious.
And so is this.
This is pretty good.
I like this.
This is pretty good.
It's good.
It has a
This has that feeling of like this might hurt my stomach. I think.
Oh, I don't have
Yeah.
that, but I do get a little at the end. I get a little bit of the science,
the
fake
like,
sweetener kick.
that corrosive
Yeah. You're
taurine.
like-
Don't put
Yeah.
this on a car strip of paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Huh. Okay.
I like.
Yeah, don't hate it.
I like it.
Definitely don't hate it. Leaning more towards like.
It's making my teeth feel soft.
That's good.
That's
You
nice.
want soft teeth. Hard teeth. That's hard.
Classic teeth
weapon.
softener. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can't. You got to check them on the airplane if your teeth
Yeah.
are too hard.
Yeah, that's okay. That's not too bad. I feel like I'm stuck between a 3 and a 3.25.
Interesting.
Stuck
Okay.
between those two. It's
'Cause
1
you
out
got
of 5.
1 out of 5.
1 out of 5. Okay.
Whatever you feel.
I'm drinking. Do you want any more of this?
You can have that.
Can I kill this? Thank you so much.
How often are you drinking energy drinks, Yedoye?
You know what? I drink a lot of coffee, not a lot of energy drinks.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I had to switch to I switched to sugar-free Red Bull.
Mhm.
And once you're doing that, I'm just like, let's just not do this.
Yeah. You're already taking a step backwards.
Yeah. So yeah, not a lot of points of comparison,
Right.
but
Yeah.
flavor-wise,
Flavor-wise. How would you? Because 5 means you'll buy it again. Like you're gonna search for it online to buy it.
okay, definitely not that.
Okay.
Not-
4 would be like if you saw it in a store, you'd be like, "Oh, I got a can."
You'll reach for it.
And
Okay,
then,
I'm in the space of if they didn't have the shit I normally drink, I'll drink this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's also around with the same thing I'm doing.
Yeah. I think I like it. So my only thing I don't like is that there's not a lot of caffeine in it.
It's pretty low.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
if I want an energy drink, I want to like go to the moon. This has like the same or maybe even less caffeine than just like a can of soda.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, I could just have.
That's a good point.
Is it like one of the taurine ones also?
Let's see,
Or is that just like exclusive to Red Bull?
I don't think it's exclusive
No,
to
it's
Red
something
Bull.
that it's in a bunch
but
of taurine's in a
no,
bunch
this
of
just
areas.
says like organic caffeine, so it has like just like regular amount of caffeine, like less than a cup of coffee, the same amount as like a can of soda, and it's
Okay.
60 calories. So I'm like, oh, I'll just get a Coke Zero. And
Yeah. I'm just thinking about the number of these that I would have to drink to really get a boost.
Yeah.
like
I'm like my teeth would be so
yeah.
like corroded.
Yeah,
Oh.
I would much rather take a
Ooh,
blue
'cause it's-
yerb.
Actually, because it's
Yeah,
cane
right.
sugar. That's nice.
Oh, it's cane sugar.
That's nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
How
would
about the
rather
Hurricanes?
I'd rather get the exactly Ricky Williams.
Ricky
This
Williams
is
sugar.
Ricky Williams.
The
Drink.
U.
The you. Yes. So here's the thing. This is good. You know what? I bet as a person who doesn't drink, I feel like if you mix this with vodka, it'd be really good.
Oh, okay.
As a person
Yeah.
who doesn't drink.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like anything like not caffeinated. What's the word I'm looking? Carbonated. Carbonated.
Yeah.
I feel like vodka's the way to go.
Yeah. You throw a little vodka or a little tequila in there, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm having like a nice summer drink.
It's Mike's cocktail corner.
Mike's
Yeah.
cocktail corner.
You know what it is? Vodka goes great with childish flavors.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just anything childish, where it's just like this is just red.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
yeah.
bright red.
Red and bubbly. Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Throw
fucked
some
up on
vodka
it.
In there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My final rating,
Oh shit.
3.5.
Wow. Okay.
All
'Cause
right.
I really like the taste, but
It's not enough.
it's not enough caffeine
It's
for
not
me.
enough caffeine.
Yeah.
3.5, 3.25,
I'm gonna give it a hard 3.
hard 3.
Hard 3.
All right.
Yep.
So it's a 3.25 on average, and I just did that math in my head.
Beautiful.
Look at that, dude. You. That's almost as smart as putting cereal in the toilet.
I can't believe she fucking said that to you.
Dude, it's
That's
like, and
really
I love
amazing.
her, but that's like.
He
God.
must be really good in bed or really nice to her.
I think it was the first one.
Okay.
I think it was the first one, and he's good looking.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Oh, I did not say that.
Then he's
good
brilliant.
Good looking guy.
Good looking guy.
He kind of looks like a budget Ethan Hawke kind of.
Oh
vibe.
yeah, that kind
okay.
of guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
Kind of like him.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
A little bit,
yeah.
Yeah, who is this?
This is the band Drug Church,
Oh, okay.
and
Drug church.
yeah,
You mean church?
yeah.
Blood of Christ. Yeah, I'll take a double. Let me get 3 fingers of a blood of Christ.
Dude, I'm just thinking about how, just like getting drunk on church wine, you're like, fuck, this sucks. Tastes so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to do it. I mean, people.
No, you don't have to
I
get
only-
drunk on church.
Right?
It's not required.
No, it is. It is.
I only went to a church with real wine once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You went to a grape juice church?
I went to a grape juice church.
Damn.
Yeah.
Lutheran?
What's that?
Lutheran?
No, I went to a lot of different churches. I don't
Okay.
think we never had like a specific denomination, I guess.
That's interesting.
Well, my family was weird. My mom went more consistently than my dad, but she also moved around a lot.
Okay.
And so
Oh,
it was
okay.
like, we're just fine in a church.
Yeah.
You know?
That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
whatever-
what's around?
Like
what's
whatever-
open?
Yeah.
Who's close
Yeah.
and likes Jesus?
It's like
Yeah.
it's like when you go to the theater and you're like, we'll see whoever's playing nearest to us.
Yeah.
Time wise.
Exactly.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And you know what's funny regarding the grape juice thing? It's like if you believe in transubstantiation, then this shit'll turn to wine.
Yeah,
And that'll turn to blood.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's
Yeah.
fine. It's all good.
It's in order. Just take it.
I think
Yeah.
it's just because I went to like a pretty, not like conservative in like the sermons, but just in like the, because I grew up like Roman Catholic, so
yeah.
like very everything like just piano and choir.
Yeah, same.
There's wine. There's like
Right.
you know, just like a lot of standing up, sitting down, wearing a tie.
There's a
like,
line
it's-
to get hit.
Yeah. You gotta get in the paddling line.
Yeah.
So you get the host, and then you get the wine, and then you get paddle.
Yeah.
It's kind of like boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Yeah. But that was always, so it was like finding out that I was like, yeah, you drink the wine because it's part of the church. It's just a
Yeah.
little sip.
Yeah.
And if you're too young, they just don't let you do it.
Right.
They're just like, no, get the fuck out
No.
of here.
Yeah. You can
I
have
remember. I
wine
just
for
had this
you.
memory just now. I haven't thought about it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fucking 15 years.
It involves a church?
It involves a church.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I remember because I was also raised.
What are you saying? You repressed it? What'd you think?
No.
Okay.
I was also raised Catholic, Roman Catholic,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and I was too young. My brother went where they did this thing at night, like once a year, where they took like the teenagers and they like kind of scared them straight into Catholicism, where they created hell. And like, you know, it was like almost like a haunted house kind of vibe for hell, where like they like turned all the lights off and like played really loud music and like put heat on. I can't remember exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I remember being like really bad, and I remember my brother being like, "That fucking sucked," and I remember being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I don't like church.
Yeah.
I'm not going to church. I don't need to do this."
Yeah. Catholicism always was so scary to me. I
It's
feel like
intense.
they're like so obsessed with hell.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like they're fans of hell.
Dude, and then you meet, and then like, you know, I mean, like I'm from Long Island, so it was, you know, it wasn't like a revelation to like meet a Jewish person. But then they're like, we don't believe in hell at all, and you're like, huh?
Like, wait, what?
Huh? So you guys
You
can
don't-
just like be cool, and
Just
then hell doesn't exist, and
Do
then,
whatever.
So what do you? What is it? Where does the carceral element come
Yeah.
from?
and
What
they're
is
like, no,
oh.
you're just good because it feels good, and you know you love God and you want to listen to Him, and then,
oh.
yeah, and then you know why would He punish you if He created you? And you're like,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. They said I was weird.
and then I had to go in the paddling line
said I
twice. Like, what the fuck?
You get home, Mom, I'm Jewish. Mom, I'm Jewish. I
I'm
love Mel
Jewish.
Brooks movies. I'm Jewish.
I love Curb.
Yeah. Every time I watch Seinfeld, I feel like I'm in the know.
I get it.
I just
Why would they
understand.
punish you if he made you?
Yeah.
Why would he punish
You
you?
made me. Why would you hit me? I'm going to hell. He's your friend.
What's
You
hell?
made
You
him.
put him there.
Why did you make it? Why did you make these people just to put him there?
Yeah.
Why would Lucifer punish me for doing what he wants?
Yeah. That's
You punish Lucifer for doing what he wanted?
Yeah.
Maybe it's you. Look at
Maybe
the,
you're the problem.
who's the common denominator here?
St. Peter, how'd you get that gig? You're opening and closing the gates. You're the doorman for hell? For heaven? Sounds like you're in hell.
He's really big.
He's what?
St. Peter's really big. That's why he gets to be the doorman.
Oh, shit.
He's like 6'6", 350. He's like huge. Yeah. He's a
He's like wrong. You get to heaven, he goes wrong shoes. You're like,
yeah. He goes,
You can't get into heaven with them shoes.
too many guys in heaven right now.
No shorts in heaven, big dog.
He does the Berghain thing in Berlin, and you wait in line for like 4 hours, and then he just goes like, no. That's my church though, St. Peter.
St. Peter?
St. Peter the Apostle.
I was wait. What your communion? What is it when you get confirmation?
Confirmation.
Confirmation. You pick a saint, right?
Yeah.
And you pick St. Peter?
No, that was my church I went to. I didn't. Get,
Sorry.
I didn't get confirmed because I went through all the classes, and then I had to do like community service stuff, and I never did it. And then my mom was like, "Fuck, you have to have this in in 2 days, and you need like 8 hours. How are we gonna do this?" And I was just like, "Oh, I don't believe in God." And then she was just like, "Oh, well." So what are we wasting our time here for?
Saves me a lot of money.
And I was just like, oh, it's that easy?
Yeah.
I could just interesting.
Wow.
Well, cool. Thanks, Rage Against the Machine, or
Yeah.
whoever taught me about that. Thank you.
Yeah. I did there's communion and confirmation.
Communion is when you're a little boy. And you
Little
wear
boy.
a
I was a
suit.
little boy and I wore all white.
You wore all white?
I have a picture of it somewhere. It's very funny.
Dude, I wore like a fucking electric blue suit.
Nice,
it
dude.
was so bright blue. I looked like I was hosting Family
Little
Feud.
Richard.
Yeah.
I don't think what is that even for? What is
Couldn't
confirmation
tell you.
for?
So communion
Christian
Just confirm that
mitzvahs,
you
Yeah.
believe the stuff.
basically,
so.
and then
It
you
shows you,
and then
like-
I think you become like, because it's like around kind of the same time as like bar and bat mitzvah stuff, so I think you become more of like an adult in the eyes of the like you have now chosen to believe instead of having this
Okay.
thing like, oh,
You're
you're baptized but before you can even think.
Oh, that's like
and
so.
then-
Before that, you're going to like the baby.
yeah, you're going to
heaven
baby. Yeah,
or
you're going to
whatever the
purgatory
fuck.
probably.
Purgatory.
Yeah,
Right.
and then then you're confirmed, and then you really believe in God,
Right.
and then you could start giving him 10% of your allowance and stuff
and
like
you're
that.
considered an adult in the eyes of the church, which they won't abuse at all.
They
Yeah.
don't
No.
know.
They won't abuse
Hey,
that information.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on.
absolutely not.
You know what movie pissed me off?
What?
Spotlight.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like that movie because I was
Yeah.
like,
They
the
went
church,
after-
the church didn't do that.
The church didn't do that.
They're
People-
lying.
The church is good.
They're lying. All these reporters in Boston are lying.
They're trying to sell papers.
Yeah.
You know, it was one of the scariest moments I've ever had in my life.
Mm.
My dad is a Freemason, and
Yeah.
I remember one day I was at his house playing Assassin's Creed. You know, they got all the like little factoids and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was just playing the audio from one, and my dad like perked up and he looks over me and goes, "Listen up, you might learn something." he described himself as a Knights Templar. I'm like, Dad, they're the bad guys in the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
They're the
God.
bad
And you're
guys
like,
in the-
yeah, but every
I
story.
killed a bunch of them, man. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I've never really understood what Freemasons think they are.
I still don't.
I still see them as a union in my head. Like they're
I-
your
well-
local union 241.
Well, you know what? I think there's also a weird divide in it because it in the same way that unions did, like proper masonry would not let black people join, and so my dad is a different type of mason from whatever the Knights Templar are in like during the Crusades or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the same Illuminati shit.
Yeah. He's just in like a
It's just
Like
a club. It's a social
yeah, like one
club.
of those
It's a
social
social-
clubs. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, like the Knights of Columbus or the AmVets or all that.
Yeah.
Like kind of like, hey, we have a hall.
It's
Yeah.
like
And
Knights
we
of
hang
Columbus,
out
but didn't
Knights of
serve.
Knights of Columbus. Isn't that part of the Klan?
No,
Not the
wait.
Grand Knights of Columbus.
Okay,
no,
all
the Knights of Columbus are there. I wouldn't say that there's not probably racial undertones to it, but it's for like Italian Catholic. It's like the Italian Catholic. Like,
Okay, so it's racist.
yeah, like yeah, for sure. Like yes, but not in the.
I've seen Spike Lee movies. It's
Yeah,
racist.
Yeah, I've seen enough. I've
Yeah.
seen all I need to see.
Yeah. Not to say that it's not racist. I'm just saying it's not. It's
They're
like,
not an anti-racist union.
Yeah.
Right,
It's like
right.
it's like when people talk about Italy during World War II and they go, "Well, they weren't Nazis," and you go like,
Yeah,
but hey, how about this? Close enough.
Close enough.
How about this? Close enough.
A lot of people weren't Nazis.
Yeah. It doesn't mean they were good.
Right.
I did speak. I just remember this from watching. I was at so when my grandma passed away, I was like on Long Island, just like staying at the house, just like getting ready for the funeral and stuff. And I was like, everyone else went to bed at fucking 10 p.m. So I'm just like sitting around, being like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then I'm like sitting in the living room and I'm watching Spotlight because it was on HBO or whatever, and I'm laughing because there's like
there's some jokes in there.
Michael Keaton's in it. Like there's some good jokes in it.
Uh-huh.
And then my aunt was like staying downstairs. Like my aunt and uncle were staying downstairs, but it's like 3 steps down. So my aunt comes in the morning during breakfast. My aunt's like, "What were you watching last night? You really were having a good time." And I was like, "Oh, Spotlight." And she goes, "What's that?" And I go, It's like a movie about the Catholic Church sex scandal in Boston." And she's like, "And you were laughing," and I was like, "It's Michael Keaton."
He's the funniest person of all time.
I don't know, man. He's fucking funny, man.
He's
funny. He's just doing the Eimer.
Yeah, he's doing some goofy shit, and I go, "I'll go get some bagels." And then
They're touching the kids.
He still has the black makeup around his eyes from the Batman costume.
Right.
Yeah. That's a pretty good Michael Keaton face.
It's good.
That's the part of impressions I'm always the worst at.
Oh, the facial.
I can't do Robert De Niro face.
I'll do Robert De Niro face.
I can't do it.
Just try. No, what are you doing?
I just see that's the thing. See, I can't do it.
I feel like because to do the voice, you got to do your face in a certain way with some people.
And I'm not good at the voice.
Yeah.
I learned a lot by watching those videos of the accent guy on YouTube. You watch those videos?
Oh, yeah.
Love that
I've
guy.
seen a couple of those.
Learned a lot about how you hold your mouth dictates how you sound.
Yeah.
And they're showing an impression of that, or not impression, but a movie where who's the best actress?
Tilda Swinton?
No, close. Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, not Helen Mirren. Fucking.
I know who
She's
you're
a fucking
talking
name.
M name.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Yeah.
Meryl Streep plays a Russian woman.
Yeah.
And she doesn't move her jaw, and then immediately makes you sound Russian.
Yeah.
It's like, just don't move your jaw and talk. Do it.
I don't really.
I don't know how to.
Now I'm trying to navigate how to not move my jaw.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
It's very difficult.
It's very
And you just start
difficult.
sounding Russian.
Yeah, because
Interesting.
did they compare and contrast it to John Malkovich's
Yeah.
Russian accent?
Which was a joke, a phenomenal joke that he won an award for, basically.
Yeah.
Like
You ever
he was
see that
doing-
video?
He was doing a
No.
bit.
You ever seen Rounders?
No, I've not seen her.
Rounders is a poker movie
Uh-huh.
with Matt Damon. And they got John Malkovich. And it's like a low-budget film, basically. And they're like, oh, my God, John Malkovich. And there's a story that Matt Damon tells.
Uh-huh.
And the first thing they shoot together is a big poker scene between just Matt Damon and John Malkovich. And John Malkovich is playing a character named Teddy KGB. Russian dude.
Right.
And Matt says his line, and then he waits for John Malkovich to give his line, and John's like, "If that man doesn't give me my money, he is dead." And then after the scene, everyone claps for John Malkovich, and Matt's kind of looking at him weird, and John Malkovich leans in and goes, "I'm a terrible actor." But it's an unreal Russian accent he uses the entire time.
It's so bad.
Give that man his money. It's just so
I
over the
love
top.
that.
It's unreal.
I love that. I feel like you got to either go extreme or just have a perfect impression.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Make a cartoon
Yeah.
of kind of disrespectfully.
Yeah.
Make a cartoon of the
Exactly.
culture, or just don't even.
Yeah, you just take the 2 or 3 qualities.
Yeah, because if you do the half-ass, you start sounding like Don Cheadle in Ocean's 12, where he's doing a shitty British accent that's kind of
It's it's kind of because he doesn't commit to it all the way.
Yeah.
So he kind of just sounds like Don Cheadle, and then kind of also, it's because it's not his isn't as bad as what's his name, Kevin Costner's.
Oh, Kevin Costner's the worst.
Robin Hood one.
It's the absolute worst.
Yeah.
He's just Kevin Costner doing Robin Hood. It should have just been nah, it's an American guy.
Yeah.
I could accept that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because that's the thing where you're every story, it's a kind of well trodden territory, but how every, kind of fantasy, everything in the past is everyone just has British accents.
Yeah.
So you're why can't this guy just have an American accent?
Yeah.
Right.
They already don't like him.
Yeah.
Maybe
Right,
this is
that's
another
fine.
part of it.
He
Just
changed it up.
make him distinct from everybody else. Give him a
Big hat. Give him a big hat.
Big hat, lots of money.
Yeah.
Fuck it, win.
Yeah,
That's a win.
Why not? Yeah, I'm not great at impressions. The other guys on my podcast are very good at them, so I've become more like aware of them, just as a thing to tap into for comedy.
It helps.
Yeah. It
People
helps
love
a
it.
lot. It's crazy because if you have any type of substance behind it, then you're just through the moon.
Yeah.
Because most people will just laugh that you can do the impression. Like that's immediate applause break.
Dude,
at most shows.
We've been at a bunch of like the improvs and funny bones, and they're still like, and so before the shows they'll be like, this person's coming in a couple weeks. They still show the Ari Spears doing DMX and Jay-Z, and it's like he's literally just like doing the like they're good impressions, but there's nothing
else to it.
Right.
There's just written jokes
he's like
to it.
doing DMX like quotes and lines from songs and shit.
Yeah, right. Which is such easy territory.
Unbelievable.
Just Jay-Z doing like broke dude shit.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to sneak some snacks into the movie theater.
See, that's so much better.
That's already.
It's crazy. It's like they act like, oh, it's Hove. He probably gonna pay for the snacks or something, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I'm just trying to eat a whole rotisserie chicken in this bitch.
No, I brought the Snickers in.
That's already better than 99% of. Like,
because you made it a joke.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
made it a
That's
fucking
the thing,
joke.
like,
exactly.
impressionist
Literally,
jokes.
that's what James Austin Johnson's Trump did.
Yeah.
It's like, because it is a great impression, but like the most basic shit is just have him talk about shit Trump would never talk about. He's talking about Pokemon cards and shit.
Yeah.
Charizard.
Charizard.
You get the foil.
I can't do a
Nice.
Trump at all,
It's
but
fun.
like,
It's a fun one to do. We should make a list for each other to do.
For accents
Yeah.
for each other to do.
Yeah, to try. Be funny. A funny bit for the podcast.
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Hey.
I was watching like a documentary on Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
And
Love
I
Busta Rhymes.
like got a small piece of a Busta impression in my pocket, but I can only do it as like it's like an acting exercise almost.
Oh,
I can't speak in like whole
like a how
sentence.
now brown cow.
Yeah,
Just
it's
with
like
the tongue.
my brother, can I bother you about a basket of blueberries?
Oh, yeah.
When we were at a dinner the other night, it was like the day that you.
I was so. I'm just trying to work out how to say other sentences in it,
It's hard.
but it's really hard. It's really
He's
hard.
such a specific.
Bus a
word.
bus.
Yeah.
Me and my manager, the original violator, Chris Lighty.
It's the thing where it's like to be really good at an impression. It's like you just gotta get one or two things, and then you're
Yeah.
like just fucking. Because no one's
Milk
gonna
those,
be
yeah.
Because no one's gonna get to 100% on any of them.
Mm-hmm.
But you're like, okay, so like James Austin Johnson, he has like the gravelly old back of the throat Trump,
Yeah.
and he does the like, and it's more of because it's like it sounds good, and then he does the kind of the way that he meanders through subjects and never really
he gets lost,
like,
really.
yeah,
right.
never really says anything solid,
Yeah,
and then you're like, oh yeah, he's like an insane person who's not tethered to reality.
right.
And
Who knows that if he doesn't commit to anything, it's hard to say he's wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he's done enough, like he's like snorted enough Adderall that his like, back of his throat is all torn up.
Yeah.
from,
Right,
from
right.
it dripping down.
Shards.
And Biden sounds like he knows he was a politician in another life.
He's picking up where he left
It's
off.
like in Men in Black when he has the skin suit on and he's trying to act like a person.
Yeah, right. He's like, I was the president.
Yeah.
I was the president of the greatest nation in all the land.
Yeah.
It was, and I ate 2 scoops of ice cream at a time. Even in front of children desperate for ice cream, but I get all the ice cream. I get all the ice creams for me.
It's like the bad 1950s acting when someone wakes up from a coma and they're like, "Oh, what happened?" But
Right.
then he's like,
And you were there. and you were there. And you.
"That's
Every American was there.
Hell yeah.
I gotta. Do I have any? I used to do the Alex Jones impression in my act.
Did you?
I had a joke. I had a joke about how I would fall asleep watching, like, this is like years ago. I would like fall asleep watching YouTube, and then it would always end up on Alex Jones videos. So I would like wake up at like 3 a.m. with him screaming.
Yeah.
But I can't even do it anymore. It's like gone. Like I used to, and because it was the thing where like enough people were like, "That's how you." Are you like a voice guy? And I was like, no, I could only do Alex Jones.
It's weird you lost it because you listen to him so much.
Well,
Yeah, he's like your favorite guy. I've
and
heard
it's
that
so
about
much
you.
harder to find it, so I really have to like care.
yeah, you put a lot of effort into
But I do-
listening and watching him,
Yeah,
buying his supplements.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think that the people who did January 6th were paid actors.
Of course.
That's what I think. That's how far I think it's gone.
Mhm.
They were paid by Joe Biden to make Trump look bad.
That's what they did. And they did.
That's
They
my
succeeded.
stance, and that's my stance. That's my new stance.
George Soros, you're
Paid.
going down.
Dude. I'm trying to get on his payroll for
Dude.
sure.
I would love that, man.
I
I'll
want to
say
be on
whatever-
anyone's payroll.
I'll say whatever you want.
I would love to be part of like a global Jewish conspiracy. That would be so fucking fun. Like they
We've
always
stated
it's,
before.
it's
I want to be
wild-
Jewish.
it's funny. People always think like black movements are not just like self-activated. They're always just like part of a Jewish conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would love that, man.
They're
to
turning
not-
the freaking Jews black. And you're like,
And you're like,
Jazz music. Jazz music is part of a Jewish conspiracy to indoctrinate the white children.
that's why Woody Allen plays it. And you're
So
like,
the white kids smoke weed.
because dude,
That's literally what fucking Henry Ford was on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Literally funneling money to Nazis because jazz music was making white kids smoke weed.
Fucking hell.
Just man,
So
I would love to just trick white kids
Into
into smoking weed, and that's just all I have to do. I would love that.
dude,
I mean,
get sick
and
on the
it's-
sax.
It's also a thing to be like, okay, well, to the people that like think like, oh, like, you know, Black Lives Matter is a Jewish funded movement, to be like, so you think that people have to get paid to want to be treated equally?
Yes.
That's what you think.
They
and
don't
and they're like, I honestly did not think of it that much.
Yeah. dude.
And yes. And you're like, okay.
All right. Thank you for your insight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say.
I guess that's also the thing where you're like, I guess, why would I think that deeply about how a dumb person's
No,
brain
yeah,
It's
that's
works?
like
the
why would
problem.
you why is it so far fetched that the Black Lives Matter organization can misappropriate millions of dollars on their own?
yeah.
Why would they not just be able to do that? you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, all of a sudden, when people get a bunch of money, they handle it poorly and want it for themselves. Yeah.
Right.
We're all human beings.
So like I can't imagine like making just like millions and millions of dollars and then having to call George Soros like, hey man, what do I do with this?
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
spend it.
Yeah.
Spend it.
Back into the market.
Buy a house.
Yeah.
Buy a house. Buy 4 houses.
Turn into Mr. Burns all of a sudden.
I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna start a coalition for Italian American equality,
Ooh.
and then try to get as much money as possible, and then disappear.
Yeah.
And then be like, they don't want an Italian in the White House, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
say stuff like that or whatever. And I'm like, we got to put up more. We need to raise money so we can put a statue of Christopher Columbus in every city.
Yeah.
And then people like go nuts, and then I just take all the money and I'm gone.
You just change
They'll
your last
not-
name to not have a
Gone forever.
vowel at the end.
Yeah.
No,
It's like,
fine,
why do you
vegan.
think they've never had a Catholic in the White House?
And then they're
It's
like, wait.
well, hold up, huh?
Yeah. Not a. They've all been too damn Irish. That's I start. Yeah. Red, white, and blue. What about the red, white, and green? And I start like saying, and then everyone's like, sure. And they're like, and every kid has a plate of spaghetti. I just really go.
Wait, huh?
They're like, and they like it.
Basil in every kitchen
Yeah.
in America.
We get a 3-hour break in the middle of every day to take a nap.
Let's
I'm
plate
on
of
board.
spaghetti on every table, from ball to meaty ball.
I think.
I don't know why Biden is my stand-in for every impression.
I know. You know what? It works though.
Gravy is sauce, and that's okay.
No. See, that's the.
And
people don't
coffee
understand.
is soup.
I think I could make $32,000 doing this.
Hmm?
Like make this like fake. I mean, if I try doing this episode will get deleted. But if I make my fake Italian charity,
Mm-hmm.
I can make probably $32,000.
I think so. Within
Yeah.
what? 19 months?
Yeah, 19, 20 months. I mean, that's kind of the rate of
kind of how you get paid.
kind of the rate of making money anyway. So what's the difference?
It checks out.
Yeah, I make $40,000 in 2 years.
Yeah.
And then I fucking move somewhere Italians never are. The bathroom. I don't know. In the damn shower.
In the damn works line for job.
I just sit in a library and they can't find me.
Hey, what is this podcast about?
It's self-hatred mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I think we did a podcast.
I think we did a podcast.
Yedoye, where can people reach you and find you or listen to your things and watch you, whatever. Blah,
Okay,
blah, blah.
you can physically reach me at
Beautiful.
4L, please bleep that.
I will. I will. Let me 110.
Note the time.
Yeah. I feel like you'll know when you're editing. It's like, did he say he wants me to,
Yeah.
to
I
leave
got
in
it.
the address?
Yeah.
Or,
Don't worry.
yeah, you can find me at I'm at Yedoye _ on most things.
Beautiful.
Just Yedoye on TikTok, but I'm not really on there. And then I got a new podcast called Jaded Forum.
Jaded Forum.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
y'all
Check
should
it out, baby.
It's on YouTube.
It is.
It's
It
on-
looks great. It
Thank
really
you.
looks
Looks
unbelievable.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I am in financial ruin.
Yeah.
because of it.
Yeah.
But
That's when you know you do it right.
yeah,
But it's worth it.
yeah,
I hope.
it is.
I'm
worth
in
it.
financial ruin now. You have a cool looking studio. So
Fair enough.
there you go.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Gotta
Follow Micah Brucey at Micah Brucey.
Follow Diego Lopez at this Diego Lopez.
Patreon.com/a little time pod for 4 bonus episodes a month.
Appleton, Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, Appleton, Wisconsin. We'll be there on the 22nd and the 23rd.
And then Cleveland, Ohio, the 4th, and Fort Wayne, Indiana, the 5th and the 6th of August.
Ooh, baby, come on out to the shows. Bye-bye.
Bye.